is the very first show I was on. Okay, I think I was dancing the cha-cha. It was a cha-cha. And we're sitting in the the holding room, it's similar to like the green room, and the rest of the couples are there. And we're sitting there, and one of the production crews goes, Apollo and Julianne, you guys are up in 30 seconds. 30 seconds. And I'm like, okay. Nice, 30 seconds. Nice. All of a sudden, oh boy. I start freaking out. With Julianne. I find Julianne, I go up to her, I'm like, Julianne, listen, I don't know the dance. She looks at me and she's like, whoa, what are you talking about? We have 20 seconds before we go out there. I'm like, I don't know, I blanked out. Can we practice? I don't know what's going on. And she's like, just quit messing around. Needless to say, we run out on stage, and I black out. I mean, I do not remember the first show. I have to go back on YouTube and see what happened. Literally, I have no idea.
Just like...
And later when I look now, I see I'm just kind of dancing there, and I'm literally just looking at her the whole time. And just kind of cheating. Probably sweating profusely. You know. Only thing I remember is getting the scores backstage, and that's it. So it was, it was an amazing experience. But most importantly, like I said, it helped me find my emotion. And what I mean by that is, when I said an Olympic athlete often walks a very lonely road, and I think this is similar in all aspects of life. As a young man, as a man, whether it's a business, a CEO, whatever avenue of life you're going in, I think culturally and society has built us up to be the fact that this man should not show any cracks in his armor. As an athlete, I was known for having the ultimate poker face. During training, during competition, I would never show any type of weakness. I didn't show that I was tired. You wanted to show almost that you were like a robot, that nothing could penetrate your armor. You were basically invincible, this invincibility factor. And I'd spent so many years honing that, perfecting that I was used to that. I was used to basically pushing emotions away and hiding them in a very, very small place. Compartmentalizing all aspects of my life, but only showing what I wanted to show to other athletes. And in short track, it's a very, very important trait to have, is having that poker face. Anybody who's watched the Tour de France and you see Lance Armstrong, and there's a pivotal moment one time when Lance looks back at one of his biggest competitors, Jan Ulrich, and he almost just looks back at him, but he didn't just glance back. I mean, this guy, Lance looked back and he stared at him for a good 10 seconds, right? And what happened in Jan Ulrich's head was like, A, oh my God, this guy's crazy. B, this guy's not tired. He hasn't even started going yet. And then he attacked. Almost to let him know, like, hey, I'm going to attack. Try to stay with me if you can. Just showing no expression. And that's the type of mentality that we had as athletes. So during the show, the first couple of weeks, after the perma cheese wore off, right, from being on the show and being so nervous. I mean, look, I didn't want to dance in front of my high school graduation class, let alone 60 million people. Who wants to do that? Wearing some funky outfits, By the way, on those outfits, I'm still the only athlete who's never worn rhinestones or sequins. And they make some, those guys, they make some pretty awesome wardrobe, but some of them, you have to let them know, because they get pretty wild with the outfits. A shirt can only be called a shirt so much, depending on how far the V-neck goes. As far as I'm concerned, when the V goes on your belly button, that's no longer a shirt. Right? That thing is called half off. Good deal for that one. Anyway, so
I'll take it.
I start to basically come to conclusion in my emotions, trying to find my emotion display. And when you're on a show, it's not like short track speed skating where I'm in the heat box, I have my helmet on, I'm focused, I don't have to look at anybody, I don't have to show any emotion, I'm in my element, I know exactly what I'm doing. On the show, you have to smile, you have to be outgoing. What reads on camera, you have to do almost twice as much as that. Julianne always told me, look, Paul, you have to be so much more animated. What you really feel, if you just say, hey, my name's Apolo, how's it going? I'm going to do the tackle. People can be like, what's wrong with this kid? So she basically taught me to stand up and say, I'm going to own this today. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to own this dance. Even if you really didn't feel that way, it was almost like you were acting. So it was that kind of fun because you can dig deep inside and be somebody who maybe you always wanted to be, or be somebody who you're not. during their dance.